Welcome to Social Town. In this video, we are going to learn about 13 ways how to improve communication skills. Being able to communicate is very important for everyone. Those who do not have effective communication power may have both understanding and telling problems. Effective communication is not an innate trait. You can improve your communication skills. In this video, we will address the tips on how to improve communication skills. Make sure you stick around till the end to learn all tips. And we want to learn your opinion about number 7. Do you think the implementation of number 7 is easy? Please consider subscribing to our channel for more informational videos, which cover wellness to self-improvement, relationships, and more. Number 1. The golden rule of communication: concentration. The connection you have established with the person you're communicating with is important. If you play on your phone during the conversation and watch what's passing by, you'll lose not only effective communication, but also the respect you have. You need to focus on the other person. If you're not in a position to pay enough attention, postpone the meeting or chat to another time. In this way, by speaking when you are more available, you give importance to both the person you're talking to and the subject. Remember that effective communication is within the framework of mutual respect. You may not like dealing with the things that distract you as you speak. You should show respect in the same way. Number 2, be a good listener. The best way to understand is to listen. If you do not listen well to the person you are communicating with and do not empathize with them, after a certain period, the other person will stop talking. Show that you're a good listener with your gestures and facial expressions. When people are going through something problematic or upsetting, only sharing opinions can be valuable. You may feel you should give advice to help your friend. Don't do that. Just listen and be there. Number 3, do not interrupt the person you're communicating with. Interrupting the person who is saying something heated will deflect the issue. Let him tell the full story of what he needs to say, and do not guess and complete his sentences. All this causes you to experience a disconnect in communication. In effective communication, all you have to do is listen to the other person. If you say things all the time, the person you're communicating with will think that at the end of the conversation, you're trying to impose your thoughts on it. Communication will either be interrupted or end. Number 4, you must have a good self-control. The most important thing to provide self-control should be your anger. When you're angry, you have trouble understanding even yourself, not just the person you're communicating with. Maturing and approaching things calmly will also help you strengthen your self-control mechanism. As long as you're angry, all you have to do is wait to calm down. After you calm down, you can keep talking. If you don't seem to calm down, it won't be good to talk in that moment. Number 5, do not underrate the other person. Not every conversation can move through stagnant waters. In between, you must also swim in stormy waters. Don't make the mistake of underrating the other person during this kind of heated debate. Wearing a nickname, whether to a person you agree with or collide, speaking as if you were mocking him, will sever communication. Number 6, be positive. Take care to be positive both at the beginning and at the end of your conversation. People who are used to looking at the empty part of the glass and love to impose negative thoughts are not an effective master of communication. It is very important to set out with positive thoughts to solve a problem. Highlight the positives. Even if you can't solve the issue, because of this type of behavior, you will get off the table with positive thoughts. Number 7, the way to communicate effectively is to talk. Since our age is the age of technology, of course, it is possible to communicate from many social media platforms or via phone messages. However, in this type of communication, it is not possible to talk about important things and find solutions to problems. One of the golden rules of effective communication is to talk to the person you're communicating with. Otherwise, it is possible that there will be disconnections in the topic you're talking about, both because of the misunderstanding of what you write and because it will spread longer in terms of duration. Do you prefer talking or other communication types? Do you believe talking is crucial to avoid misunderstandings? Number 8, be prepared. Be sure to prepare for a group or person before a conversation. Many people who address the crowd prepare in advance for the topic they will process. Although sometimes things happen, you must be as ready as you can. Don't over-distribute what you're going to prepare in your head. Take notes in advance. All this gives you focus and improves your communication skills. Number 9, correct misunderstandings. You need to eliminate misunderstandings, especially if you're talking about sensitive topics. Your message must be clear. Open-ended sentences create conflict. Instead of complex words, put on a plain expression. This will minimize your chances of not being understood. It will also relax you to be clear in your requests. Number 10, Pay attention to your tone. The most pointed features of impressive people are their remarkable speeches. The mistakes and disruptions in the pronunciation will disrupt communication. You also need to adjust your tone. An impressive tone of voice is an important feature of healthy communication. If you're mumbling, the other person won't be able to perceive you too much. If you pay attention to the ups and downs in your voice instead, you will have a smooth communication process. Number 11. Your body language must be clear. Besides being clear when speaking in effective communication, your body language must also be clear. The attitude you take when you speak will concern the other side. For example, if you move your hands too much and avoid eye contact, it'll distract the other side. In different cultures, different gestures can have different meanings. It's important that you know the person or community you're communicating with. Number 12. Relax the person you will communicate with. Relax the person or people you're going to talk to before you talk. To do this, you can ask small talk questions before the topic and lighten the atmosphere with a little joke. You can also share interesting anecdotes about the subject and draw the focus on yourself. Remember that communicating with someone is an important dynamic of everyday life. Just as there is a need for relaxation in everyday life, the same applies to effective communication. Number 13. Do not make empty pride. Be sure to ask when the person you're communicating with has a point you don't understand. Ask how something works. Empty pride, or the idea that I'll figure it out myself, is a sign that you're not communicating healthy. These explanations you want from the other person will please him and feel cared for. It is impossible to know everything in life anyway. For example, when a friend downloads an app to his phone you don't know about, ask him how it works, or ask someone else about a job you haven't accomplished in a long time. This method is one of the most beautiful ways to improve communication skills. Communicating, contrary to popular belief, is not an easy phenomenon. Your contact with people will make a significant difference in how you affect them. People choose a way to communicate in order to find a solution to their problems, knowing that what you're telling works and helps you feel good. While a healthy communication solves many problems, on the contrary, the communication you try to establish without knowing what you're talking about can cause a problem. Therefore, in your personal development, you must be able to improve your communication skills. Being an excellent speaker and listener, and being the prominent person in your environment are important. Remember, no one is born with these abilities. No matter how talented you are, you can't bring any of your qualities to the forefront if you don't know yourself. Please let us know in the comments below your own experiences and tips how to improve communication skills. Thanks for watching Social Town. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe and bell buttons and share it with your friends. This will encourage us to create new videos for you.